a Missouri-based publisher called Really Big Coloring Books has actually created a coloring book about Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz. The Ted Cruz coloring book. That's amazing. It's got details, of course, about how Ted Cruz became elected and details about his life, his policies, things like that, and his ideas for helping America grow. And on the front cover, of course, it's got a big tree with Ted Cruz standing next to it. Now, that's already irony because Ted Cruz doesn't give a shit about trees or environmental policy or anything like that. So they should have had him standing next to a big oil rig. That would have been more accurate. But you can see where this is going because this isn't actually a coloring book that is going to be accurate at all. Now, the book, of course, goes in to state why Cruz supports the Second Amendment, unlike Obama, who has a, quote, constant disregard for constitutional rights. And it also invites children to color in the Ten Commandments on a page devoted to our supposed motto, "In God We Trust." Now, we only added that motto during the 50s where we were fighting against the scourge of supposed godless communism. It was just like when they added that to our money. You remember when they added that to our money, "In God We Trust," so that we could compete with the communists. It was all about the Red Scare and fighting those damn atheist commies. So, I mean, if this isn't a case of religious indoctrination and just indoctrination in general, I don't know what is. And it's really kind of funny because it goes back to that whole projection thing. Now, conservatives love to say that you're just using public schools and you're using television and you're using all of this stuff to indoctrinate our children into your evil liberal ways. You're indoctrinating our children and we're not going to stand for it. We're conservatives. We're going to stand for you indoctrinating our children. But the whole projection thing basically means that whatever you want to do, you will project on someone else. See, it's the conservatives that want to actually indoctrinate our children into their religion. That's why, they stress the importance of church at a young age. And why they continue to try and fight public schools. They want to replace them with charter schools and religious schools. They want to do all that type of bullshit so that they can indoctrinate your kids. And they're out there saying that, no, it's those liberals. You can't indoctrinate someone into science and reason and common sense. If that's indoctrination, then okay. Yeah, I guess that I'm in favor of indoctrinating our children into logic. And this coloring book is, I think, part of that. And it's kind of funny is this little coloring book, it goes into the 21-hour anti-Obamacare speech. And get this, it says that millions of citizens believe Obamacare is worse than any war. I'm not kidding. Healthcare reform that will help people get insurance is worse than any war. The Civil War, where the most Americans out of any war died, Obamacare is worse than that. Obamacare is worse than World War II. World War I? Obamacare is worse than all of them. That's what this book is saying. That's what this publisher was saying. Just the absolute insanity. I don't understand how allowing access to affordable health insurance, and it, affordable for a lot of people, not affordable for some, I get that. But just because it's not affordable doesn't mean it's killed people. Health insurance reform hasn't killed anybody. It probably won't. It will actually prevent some deaths. But these idiots over there think that it's worse than war. Out of all the crazy things that they've compared health insurance reform to, I don't know. I think this might be one of the craziest. I mean, it's been compared to, well, it's been compared to slavery. It's been compared to wars. It's compared to the Holocaust, which I think is actually the worst that I've seen. At what point have they jumped the shark? At what point has it just become absolutely so absurd that most Americans don't even bother with it anymore? They're like, okay, you're taking it a little too far, okay? Whether or not you're on the side of health insurance reform or not, in this particular iteration, you take a look at that and say, oh, come on now. Okay, you're taking it a little too far. Health insurance isn't worse than any war. Or all wars. Come on, that's a little too far. Is it too expensive? Is it the wrong way to go? Maybe. It depends on how you're looking at it. But stop making these outrageous arguments. Especially in a children's book. And this isn't a children's book. Look, which, ironically, some of the GOP base, this is actually putting it in terms they might actually understand. I know. I'm bad for saying that. Now, the book adds, at least American soldiers have weapons with which to defend themselves. Against Obamacare? This publishing company, really big coloring books, this isn't the first time they've gotten in trouble. Now, they actually, on the 10th anniversary of the attack on the World Trade Center on 9/11, they actually announced that it was going to release a 9/11 coloring book. Now, this coloring book was accused of being Islamophobic. Teaching children to hate Obamacare, how is that not indoctrination? And they accuse liberals of indoctrinating our children? Or trying to? Absolute insanity. Oh, but hey, they also released a book about Occupy. Gee, I wonder how that went. I wonder if they were fair when it came to that. Part of me says I don't think so. Part of me is a little skeptical that they're going to actually make an unbiased book about Occupy. Probably having you color in the dirty hippie and the brave NYPD trooper that was cracking hippies over the head. I mean, that's probably the stuff they had the kids color in. I don't know. I haven't looked at it, but I wouldn't be surprised. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Please leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button and share with your friends. If you want to see more, go to our channel at youtube.com/TYT Nation. And if you really want to support the show, support this channel, go to our fundraising campaign at www.patreon.com/TYT Nation. The website is in the description below. Thank you guys, and keep watching.